starting with a...
Eh?
That's how you started. Change the energy, innit? Change the energy.
You know that I can get to sit down all day, innit? Alright, pick up yourself 9565 Brockway, done on the MySpace. I'm back again with another one. You done know. Yeah, we're in the shop.
Correction, boutique.
In the shop, man. Oh, you're in the boutique, so you call it?
It's called Best of Both
Shop?
Boutique.
I just call it the shop.
It ain't called Best of Both Shop.
I just say the shop, but if I say, wait, I'm in the shop. You don't say, oh, I'm in the boutique, do you?
Sometimes.
Is it?
But yeah, sometimes I'll say shop. Shop's very...
Nah, big up everybody that's subscribed, watching, like. I would type the people that are offended by certain bits and pieces that we might have been saying. I would type the haters, you don't know. But hey, we come to, I think we just want to talk about, we're going through a transitional period at the moment. People are going through transitional periods.
Not that kind of transition.
Yeah, now don't, we get cancelled. Allow it. We're going through... No, we just realise that a lot of change is happening. Change is naturally, and it's a normal thing, isn't it?
You'd like to think so, not for everyone.
What do you mean?
Change ain't normal for everyone.
Everybody changes their underpants every day, innit?
I don't know. I can't swear for no one.
No, good point. But changes, in it, I think
You
it's...
say change is inevitable. Yes, but some people resist it.
And that's what I was saying. One thing I wanted to put out there was that, and I was just speaking to someone today. Not even that. Let me just talk on my example, innit? Because when you talk of yours, it's your personal experience. When you talk about other people's, it's all mad, innit?
Third hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But mine is literally in terms of, I wanted to put it out there because I know a lot of people are going through things and think that, yeah, change is a bad thing, but change is a good thing. Sometimes it depends on what the change is. I'm not getting cancelled, you know. I'm not doing this thing, Shan, with this cancellation thing. Shan wants to go with some different thing, you get me?
Look, I'm not going to the ABC.
Oh, Shan!
Okay.
Why?
There's many changes we see in society and in the world that is not good changes.
Mm-hmm.
We can see the generational change and certain things that are being more accepted now and so forth. We're not talking about that. You know, because there are some changes that are happening and taking place that are not for the good of mankind.
100%.
It's not for the good of us, you know.
100%.
But change, generally speaking, is good. On a personal level, is required. It's necessary.
So the whole thing was like dealing with change, and going forward with change, like. So I think my thing I've had problems with before. I think dealing with change has been a difficult one for me because everything's been set in stone for so many years. So why would you want to change it? Do you get what I'm saying?
It's working.
Yeah, it's working, and that sometimes what that's that saying. Why?
If it's not broken,
why? Yeah, and I think some people are in a predicament where they ride the bike to the walls fall off, and then the walls falling off, they're still riding it.
They don't know what else to do.
Do you get me? They're riding it with the bare frame. Do you get me? And that ain't good sometimes. And then sometimes you know the change, you know that you need to change, and then what will happen? Life will throw a curveball when you're fit.
Situations take place to force you.
And then even that sometimes don't change because sometimes you're not ready. So I'm just saying.
And not only just that, even if it causes us change, because you are forced to, you automatically end up falling back into old strides.
100%.
Anyway, because it wasn't a conscious effort.
For a little while, I was feeling like I'm doing the same old over and over and over again. Even though I've been told, and she's been told, like, like some people hold things and that, remember that time when You're like, I didn't remember that. But you trying to hold on to something or it's not working, you try another way. I always say try different ways. Like, don't give up. Try different ways of making something work. But when it comes to a stopgap where it's like it's not working and you feel it's not working, you have to change it. You can't just leave the same thing. And I think what I've had to do is just literally say no, and yes to this now. You get it? And that's where it's kind of it's a blessing, but at the same time it feels like you're starting again to a certain extent. But I'm not, because I've laid a foundation that I can just build on. But it does feel like that. It feels like you just, what are you doing? But I for this change that I'm going through in my life, I'm literally changing my whole business model, what I'm doing, and exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm done with doing certain things. I'm not gonna expose it on here now. Cause I know people are like, what, really? Nah, yeah, no, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm changing my whole business model. And God willing, it will go the way it's supposed to go, where I'm happy now. I'm still gonna be busy, but I'll have full control, a little bit more avenue to breathe and not do things I don't want to be doing no more. Because sometimes you do things and like, when I was doing this, I won't go into everything, but I was doing this job and I literally was saying to myself, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. Like, this is not me no more. I'm going through a transition where it's like, if I don't make this change, I'm gonna go into a mode where I don't feel comfortable. And I think you be very patient with it, because sometimes I'm doing things that I'm not normally do. Like one thing I don't do is stay in bed all day. Like, are you mad? Like, I don't like that. I don't like doing it anyway. But I'm like, nah, so I meant right, stay in bed. Like, I'm feeling a bit ill, not gonna lie, I'm getting over some mad cold out there, but I'm alright now. I can still get on and move. But I'm like, so I meant right, stay in bed. Keep your ass, because you're gonna go do something dumb, you're not focused. Like, stay in bed, innit? I slept the whole day, not the whole day, but I was in and out. But my body got covered, I felt much better. I was still kind of questioning what it was. And I think what some people, I don't know how certain people do it, but my thing is I'm going to God and I say, listen, yo, I need something's not right. I would always ask people, if you're going through that, have a support mechanism, man. Don't just suffer in silence.
I think the main crux of it is we can all go through the moments where we want to be in a cocoon. We kind of just want to be within ourselves and just kind of figure out and understand like what we're feeling, what we're going through, what we want to do next, and so forth. But I feel like it gets dangerous when you find yourself struggling to come out of that cocoon.
Yeah, but then it's the cocoon. I love the way you use the cocoon analogy, because what it is, the cocoon, then when you come the butterfly and that kind of thing. But it's important that you know you're in that as well. Do you get what I'm saying? You're aware that you're in that. I was aware that I was in that.
No, you're right.
And then, but what the struggle is like, what's the struggle? That it's complex. I don't want to make it too complex and to my head was. But all right, the pressures of the world won't allow you to go into a cocoon at most times. So what I'm like doing is I'm almost on a robot mode. Like,
yeah, but when you say going. Pressures of the world, what is that?
That
like
means
bills.
It might be bills, it might be anything. So it doesn't allow you to become a cocoon. Because I could sit there and say, I can't even be in myself. What am I doing? That's selfish, because I've got kids and you got to do that. So you don't want to do that, innit? So it's important your support mechanism around you, whether they know you or don't know you, that they're aware of what you may be going through. And that is difficult sometimes, because I might not know what I'm doing myself. I didn't even know I was going to do that. I literally woke up and like, go back to bed.
Yeah. But I guess it's having grace, isn't it? So for me, because I know that's not your normal behaviour, like you're normally out of bed before me and so forth. So obviously I do encourage you to rest and take it easy from time to time. I'm like, your body's gonna pop down. Like, if you don't, you are a very busy man. But me seeing that you were just sleeping and just resting, and I mean, I left out with the kids and what have you, and I come back in more or less the same position, just awake.
I did go to toilet though. I did get up to go to toilet and that, which I didn't even want to do that. But I was straight down. I was like, this is dead.
But do you know how much I desire just to have that day, not because I'm going through something, but just because I need that rest. So you took it as you just needed to kind of figure some things out and kind of.
No, I had to be.
But for me, I look at that as in good for you, like, because I know you need that. I'm not 100% sure at that time what was going on, but regardless, I know that you needed it. So I'm never gonna be, what are you still doing in bed or whatever, because it's not a normal. It ain't like months and months or weeks and weeks. And
I think I don't think I've ever done it kind of thing. I've done it before, but like it's not a thing I would naturally do. I wouldn't want to do it.
And I know if you are doing it, it's because something's taking place, and it's being understanding and supportive, in those moments.
Yeah.
And kind. You know, it's like really and truly, as people, we just need to be kind.
No, but then again, we need to stop lying to ourselves as well. Because if you portray yourself to be a certain person, and then all of a sudden,
I've got this.
you will trip up eventually because. Why you didn't answer your phone? Wait. If you're always available, ready. This is the next thing. I'm a ready, available person. People will phone and wait. I've tried to eliminate the element of me now. Like some people now, you can't get me in it. Like if you're lucky, if you do. But it's kind of a thing of before I was ready, available. So for me to switch up and go off, everybody's like, oh, that's selfish. So
imagine that.
It's mad. Imagine you're selfish for going through what you're going through, but you can bring it on yourself. But even with yourself, with the changes of the different locations for Forest Hill, because the other day for Forest Hill you had it lock in it, boom, because you're gonna think, that's gonna happen. Then we go Peckham, then you thought, new home, boom, and now you've come to Brixton. That's big transitions, isn't it? Not that we're not moving from Brixton though. We're not moving from Brixton. I just want to make you lot know that. But how's that been? Them changes been. That's big changes. It's not like small thing, and people forget the little other things like the children, family, being a wife, all these elements that I've tied into it. I think you've been new mum. I think you've been new mum twice through two of them, innit? So it's like, how do you? It's a lot of changes. Is it changes?
Yeah, of course it's changes. But it's also growth and it's progression, and with that, it's going to come challenges because it's new. No matter, even if it's the same business, it's still new. It's in a different, I guess, realm and a different season. I think for myself, I welcome change. Sometimes there's moments where certain things that I like how my life feels, or I like how I do this. I don't see it necessary to change. But like you said earlier about going to God, I am a woman of faith. So if I feel like God is directing me or convicting me of something or making me feel like, I need to do better, or I need to be different, or I need to let go of old habits or ways that aren't necessarily working now. They might have worked back then because they were for that season or for that time, but they're not necessarily going to work now. And if I feel like I have that revelation, that understanding, then I will embrace that change. In Isaiah 43:19, it speaks about, behold, I am doing a new thing, do you not perceive it? And that's basically God saying, like, newness. Like, I'm doing a new thing. Like, even if do you not see? Do you not understand? Do you not recognize? Do you not hear my voice? And that's kind of what it's been like. And even when God talks about rivers in deserts, somewhere you're in a dry place and you feel like there's no life there, but God said, I'll make a river.
And that's where I want people to kind of. It ain't for everybody, because I'm not gonna sit there and say this is the formula that's gonna get you out of where you get out of, because sometimes you have to dig very deep to get yourself out of a position, and that's why I say it's important. While you're here, like, live and make the best of it. Build your net worth, explore, get a good community and network around you, that when you come into them circumstances, you can call upon, because they're it's like there's crabs in the bucket, but there's people that are actually got hands out for you. Like they would actually, no man, I got you. Shut up.
It's like find your tribe.
Yeah, that is it. And there is people out there that even just can speak light into you, or just take you out of that situation. And I think most people, they just fall into the trap. They become stubborn and don't think to themselves, you know what, who could I call upon? Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with being on your own for a hot minute. There's nothing wrong with being you and being in you, and then literally saying, you know what, let me come back.
Sometimes when you've got too much noise, background noise and too many voices in your head, it's not good. It's not good, and sometimes you need to filter all that unnecessary sound out so you can actually think clearly.
Hear God or hear who you need to hear, what you need to hear. Because that's where I think I have to commend myself on that kind of thing, where I've stopped listening to certain people or listening to certain things that I've come in. So even since being baptized and going under, obviously this way is the hardest way ever. It's like, I don't have to do this, what? That have to be this, everything I have to relearn. So it's
but it's step by step.
It's new, but it's new. And it's new, it's change. Embrace it. First of all, you got to accept it. Got to accept God. So the same way in life, if the change comes, you've got to accept it. When you accept it, then the process starts to come in it. So now I've accepted it, I'm ready for anything. I don't feel it's nothing for me, but
I
can't say that. I can't say that for everybody, but it's the same thing. Once you know you're in that position where you know you have to make change in life, accept it.
It's taking that leap
quickly as you can,
and hopefully, ideally, having faith in God. But aside from having faith in God, whether you do or you don't, you need to have faith in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I remember Kemi said about, if you don't have faith in yourself, borrow someone else's faith. So if you have someone that is actually speaking life into you and saying, you can do this, you've got this, you'll be okay, like, you're gonna succeed, you're gonna...
Yeah.
You know, if you don't fully, then take that and say, you know, I'm gonna run with that until I can own it myself. You know, but it does take steps, it does take a leap of faith, and it does take a level of trust, because like you said, some new things don't always feel good straight away.
Mm-hmm. Nah, they're meant to feel good, like new trainers and that. We love that, innit?
Yeah, but that's easy stuff. That's
the world,
fickle
you get
stuff.
me? The none ways there, the new
trainers.
trainers.
About that real change, whether the change of lifestyle, change of life.
Because you don't know what it's gonna look like.
Out.
Sometimes you don't know what it's gonna look like.
Stepping away from that unhealthy, toxic relationship. Stepping. Look, I've got a sister friend that came to see me a couple of weeks ago, and you know, talking words of faith and empowerment, and she said, Shan, come back to see me. Shan, I walked out. I gave her my resignation. I walked out. Like, I was gonna brook up someone in there, and I was like, you know what? Best thing for me to do is just leave. They didn't want me to, but I was like, no, I'll be fine. And she said, jobs just kept flinging at her, and now she's got a new job, and she's like, look at that, Shan. Like, I could have been ugly. That they could have drawn me out on a whole different character, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna hold my trust, and I'm gonna walk away from this knowing that I believe that something else is coming.
Even if it's six figure for no love or money.
Look, you know what I mean? When I gave the testimony about the change from Peckham to Brixton, just that small little bit of when I was getting ready to close in Peckham, and my customers were coming, upset and saying, you're not going to fight this, and how can they can't do this.
And them processes are the worst, because them certain aunties and certain people, they come with they don't mean to.
Yeah.
They're like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let me try and help you.
Yeah.
If I see anything, which I'm not gonna look anyway, but if I see it, I'll look, and they don't really. There are people that just, oh my gosh, I got
like poor you,
woe
is you.
But
and I was just like,
but legitimately, there were some ones that were like, I know she's gonna bounce back.
I had someone come the other day said, Shan, look at the testimony. We were both saying something big is coming. He said, look at what has come.
Legit.
Trust, I know.
Legit.
And I was like, and that's why I was excited. I didn't visualize this per se. Like, this wasn't on my radar back then, like that. But I just knew, I just had that level of assurance and clarity.
And that's helped in terms of my faith and being able to accept change and not worry about things too tough by watching your steps in terms of, I call you, really nearly like you just what's wrong with this? Like, you just lapsy daisy and that, like, you're not gonna get it. But I'm like, sometimes she's like, no, it's alright, it's coming. And I'm like, you're weirdo, fam. Sitting and wait for your job. But I get it, and it's made me start to think, right, you know what? I'm gonna take bits of what you do and try and put it into apply it to the way I do it. So yeah, the laying in bed, I just took that from you. I said, alright, cool. Let me just get
When's the last time I got to lay in
No,
bed?
you laying there. If you like.
I need to book a day. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually just gonna book myself into a hotel. Find all of you, yeah, and I'm gone. And I'm gonna do what you did, and I'm not gonna have no disturbance. I'm gonna have my notebook, I'm gonna have my book, I'm gonna have whatever I need, and I'm just gonna vibe.
Monkey see monkey don't do, you know, you get me? That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. But I get
No, but the point is, there's a season for everything. So there's a time just to sit back.
No, I need to learn to do that. But in the capacity of the work that I do, it doesn't allow me to do that. I need to be myself.
So you work for yourself?
True. But it's not working for me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm doing it, but it's not working for me because I'm getting left, right, boom, boom, boom. I'm overdoing it. So like I said, when I spoke to you today, it's about, you know what, mate, I'm done with this, innit? This is what's happening. This is the change. I'm doing it, innit? Like, but what about, no. It's like, I'm saying no, raggle. I feel no way about it. And yeah, I might feel a bit different tomorrow. I might be a bit more, all right, you know what, I'll do this, love. But I don't think it's going to happen. I have to stay strong with it.
No, you do, and I will help.
It's important to me to do that so I can focus on what it is. Because my main thing is, I want to be more at home. I don't want to be out and about all the time and bull like that. If I'm going to be out, it's got to make sense. But if I can be at home, daytime with the kids and that, then evening time, go and do what I need to do. That's calm. And control my my time much more better. That's more like for me. So if I said it from last year, that's what I wanted to do, I have to stick to it. And then when it doesn't go to the plan, I'm like, I start getting upset. So what I'm saying to people when dealing with change, the quicker you can accept it, the better. Whether it's good or do I have to say the bad? Can I say the bad?
Well, you're not gonna accept bad change, are you?
No, some of the changes ain't gonna be to your liking because you left it too late, and the universe said, yeah, who are that? And you have to just change because there's some things we've seen parents lose their children just like that, and we've been at the forefront of seeing that. Huh? They weren't saying that last week, and then all of a sudden this week they didn't expect that to happen.
No, of course not.
So your whole life turned upside down by one stupid person out there. Well, not even. No, I'm not lying. The guys, I just told the guy 10 minutes, and it's like, it's like he's doing it by purpose.
Just gets hyped.
Alright, so now dealing with change, I'm saying acceptance. What else what other thing can we put in there?
It's a change of mindset.
Positive mindset. And I know some people might say it might be mad, sick head, not good, going on a foreign, going on a pound tour. But you see me, like, I'm a person straight. You ask me how I am, I'm going to tell you always good. Not because I'm good, like, but because I want to be perceived. I want that feeling. I want to have that good factor. And I think since I've been doing that, it has a knock-on effect on other people and myself as well. So it feeds me.
Just that, but yeah, you're right.
And it feeds the person as well, because they're like, huh? Yeah. And then now when they ask me, I know you're always good, my brother. It's like they're starting to use the same kind of thingy. So having that positive mindset is essential.
Definitely. I feel like you have to have good eyes.
Good eyes.
Have good eyes towards yourself and good eyes towards your situation, even if it's not quite how you want it to be. But gratitude attracts more. Yeah, if you're always pessimistic and negative Nancy and victim and woe is me and I'm going, like, I understand we go through stuff, but if you feed that, you're gonna attract more of that.
Yeah. So you have to feed the positive as much as
there's
it's
always something to be grateful for.
Cloudy, the light will shine through in it.
Yeah, man, always have hope. Always have hope.
Calm and storm, like, it's real. Not gonna lie, calm and storm is real.
It's
so
not gonna rain forever.
Know that, and I would say seek support. Professionally.
How does someone seek support?
Someone might call that. There's got to be that person you can go to, or someone you can go to.
Yeah, don't feel embarrassed or feel like you're.
Yeah, you got to be. I think. Yeah, even if I can't go to Shan, I've got man them or sisters I can go to and say, you know what, I'm not feeling too righteous, or is this right or not? I think when I went through that whole thing of and I put it out, I don't feel no way about it, but I was struggling with the word lead. It kept coming up in just it was coming in my mind a lot, in vocabulary, speaking. It was just coming up, and I actually didn't understand it. I was actually struggling with it. What's this lead thing, and do we need I was really struggling with it, and what has had to happen. I spoke to people. I phoned my mentors, people that used to mentor me back in the day, people that I really do admire, and their levels. Not you can't go to no bad man father, bad that them. I mean, I'm talking that people that you know are doing bits in it. That's why I'm talking about. Your net worth has to be important. Your network has to be important. And they literally shut me down. Literally said, "Yeah, you're a leader. You are a leader. You're meant to lead. It's all part of that. But this. All right, cool. Bye." None of this dragged on thing. It was like, get to the point. Let's go. Yeah, you need me. You know I'm there. So I would literally say it's important you have a support network, someone you can go to, some people you can go to with that. If you don't have, seek it professionally, somewhere another, NHS, something like that. I don't know, but don't suffer like that, because that word is a big thing, and I think I don't even call it out because I don't even want to.
No, a lot of people are feeling under it.
Yeah, and more so now.
Yeah.
But the feeling of accepting change and having a positive mindset can flip all of that. It may last for a little hot minute. Tomorrow might be a different tip. I'm like, oh my gosh, because being an entrepreneur is it has its days, and
trust me, there'll come a day in the future where you will be sitting in that vision, that want, that place, that person that you'd always hoped to be, and looking back thinking, why did it take me so long?
Beating up yourself like an idiot. Yeah. But I'm not doing that, because my man from McDonald's, he's about 52, so I've got time. I've got another 50 years. But his Shan's got 2.
But what? Tie that up. Kind of foolishness. Anywho, and the talk that I did the other day, I said the other day, probably last year, and I said when's the last time you've done something for the first time?
Yeah.
And that's based around change. Sometimes we're just doing the
same old every day. Dead.
Sometimes we just need to actually challenge ourselves.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I did the block workout thing. I was on there 6 o'clock. Done. No, come on, hold tight. And that was good for the change. So all these little bits and pieces you can do. Some things don't even cost money. So don't think that everything has to cost money. You can make one change that could be better. You might say today, one of my things what I used to do, I stopped doing it now, is to make 20 new people smile a day. I've done that for how many years? I said, you know what, I'm about to do something different. Because you could do that. Today I'm just gonna say hello to 2 people that I don't know and make them happy or smile. I don't know.
Yeah, and like you said, it could be even the most smallest of things, but it will propel onto the next thing. It's like a domino effect, because you'll start feeling oh rah. And if you start having an impact on someone else, that alone is powerful in itself.
100%. But if you're gonna, like I was saying, if you're gonna make change, you gotta have a plan. I know it sounds mad. One guy was on the phone to me today and he's like, I want to do this. I said, bro, where's the plan?
Yeah,
you're just doing the most, bro. You're doing the most. Sound like me back in the days. You get me? So I'm like, nah, all right, cool. Have a plan, bro.
Yeah.
And the most thing I say to people is this might be different for everybody else, but I think I'm trying to encourage it. I think it's a great thing where, because we're a household of so many people in our household, it's good to see where if the children see exactly what we want to do and achieve, put it out there, they can be part of it. They might not even want to be part of it, but they see it on the board. That's what I said. Put your board up in your house, somewhere where everybody can see, not where just you see it, where people can walk in and go, oh, because that might lead to something. But if it's up, you become accountable, all these kind of elements, and it makes you think, all right, cool. And I think every time we put stuff up, even the last board we put up, everything's just been ticked off. without us even knowing.
Most of it. But, and also, change doesn't always mean like change of career or change of what other changes do.
What do you mean, like other places?
Like life changes. Well, it could be. It could be your hairstyle. You might have just had the same hairstyle for all these years, and one day you just say, you know what, I'm gonna do the chop.
I was a Rasta.
Like I'm gonna do the blonde or whatever. But I feel the best change we could ever make as people is that change within.
Yeah.
So.
And not everybody. And the one thing I urge people, like people don't always see you, won't see that, because you might be that person from one day, and then all of a sudden you inside have done the change, but everybody don't see it in it.
But they will eventually.
But it's not gonna come straight away. They might not accept it. Some people think, leopards change the spots and that, but be true to you. That's all that matters, really. To tell the truth. Know that you're doing the works inside, innit? And not everybody's gonna be receptive to it, but at the same time, just stick to it. Do it, right.
And it's of a benefit. Come on now.
Yeah, so plan, be realistic, take small steps. Because when you look back, when you do those small steps, you look back, it's like, right, I took big steps. You look back sometimes, you think, hold on, them small steps are big steps, you know? Yeah, because them little small ones eventually become big, innit? And I always say, yes, have a good network, seek support. Don't do it on your own. You can't do everything on your own. No man's a mountain. And live and have fun in it. At the same time, as much as it is, try and have fun with it. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do more so now. As much as it's the hustle and bustle, I need to have more fun with it now. So that's why I get creative. That's why you might see more videos ever so often. But big up yourself. And then we're shooting and then people are still walking in on that pool. So come in.
How much is a shirt bag?
Still selling them that. Imagine. Buy it now though, you gotta buy it now. Because you come in, you gotta buy it now.
No, I'm going to the gym, so...
You going gym?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to try the thing, yeah? Try the thing.
Alright.
Alright then, guys.
See you back. Alright, so yeah. You didn't lock the door.
You be opening the door, so you know it ain't locked.
True. After me, go.
But no, baby, I'd like to say I have seen a lift off from you. I feel like...
Only for today, don't try it, because other days it's been like...
No, I've been on you, we've been having certain like proper conversations and what have you, but even through those conversations, I've noticed a change. I say a change. And the conversation we had today, you know, I think you were waiting for me to talk. I was sitting right here, Renee was over there, and I was just here, just kind of like, not smiling, but smizing. What's that word? Where it's just like, it's like that soft, like, I could hear it in your voice.
What's that?
Like, I could just hear the newness. It was like a revelation.
I'm done. You know, like I'm done. I'm done, but it's kind of a thing of, I have to tell Shan, like, she's gonna think that I'm on the next thing again, but I'm like, this ain't the next thing. This is something in it. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, but hold on, you do it with your shot. When she's like, I want the shot. I'm gonna get big. I'm like, you get me?
No, but mine was generally all in the same remit. You had like 10 different remits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nonetheless, yeah, as we digress.
Nah, it's still gonna be big though, but either way.
Of course.
Still gonna be busy, but I'm embracing it, I'm accepting it, take small steps, be strategic, smart, plan, have the right people around me, and change is gonna happen.
What's that song?
It's been a long time, it's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Say, get them out now.
Alright, Pete, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Please engage, comment below, put in your tips if we didn't cover everything. And if you're going through something, inbox us. Yeah, I mean, we'll try and plant some more seeds and help to encourage you on your journey of change. But love and light, people. See you soon.
I'm not the MySpace, big up yourself. 9,000. Brooklyn!